Ever thought Portugal was just beaches and port wine? Think again. From fairy tale towns to volcanic islands, I'm counting down the 10 places you need to see before your passport expires. Stick around. Number 1 will blow your travel plans wide open. Number 10. Ericeira. If the sound of crashing waves is your kind of soundtrack, this town will feel like home. Perched on a rugged stretch of Portugal's west coast, this fishing town turned surf mecca blends old-world charm with a salty, free-spirited vibe. Its historic center is a tangle of cobbled streets, whitewashed houses trimmed in blue, and cafes where the smell of fresh pastel de nata competes with the ocean breeze. Just beyond, world-class surf breaks draw wave riders from around the globe. Whether you're paddling out yourself or watching from the cliffs, the energy is contagious. Seafood here is the real deal, grilled straight from the morning's catch and best enjoyed with a glass of crisp vinho verde. Stay past sunset when the horizon burns gold and the town streets hum with an easy rhythm. Number 9. Cascais. Once a humble fishing village, Cascais reinvented itself into Lisbon's stylish seaside escape. Just 40 minutes by train, it's where city dwellers swap cobblestones for sandy toes. The marina glitters with sleek yachts, but the real charm hides in the narrow streets. Gelato shops, tiled facades, and cafes where locals linger over bica, strong coffee. You can stroll the oceanfront promenade to Estoril or head west to Boca do Inferno, a dramatic cliff formation where the Atlantic waves crash like a drum roll. And here's a tip. Skip the midday rush. Come in the late afternoon, grab a pastel de nata, and watch the sun melt into the sea. It's a coastal retreat without the chaos of the Algarve, yet still buzzing enough to keep you lingering longer than you planned. Number 8. Douro Valley. If wine country had a postcard, it would be the Douro Valley. Terraced vineyards roll down steep hillsides to meet the winding Douro River, each row a testament to centuries of winemaking. The best way to see it? A slow river cruise where each bend reveals another golden hillside and another reason to reach for your camera. Stop at a family-run quinta wine estate to taste port and learn the art of sipping slowly. This isn't a gulping kind of drink. Time your visit for autumn when the vineyards turn fiery shades of red and orange and the sunsets glow like they've been filtered through a glass of tawny port. There's no rush here. The valley teaches you to match your pace to the rivers. And trust me, by the time you leave, you'll wonder why every life decision isn't made with a glass in hand and a view like this. Number 7. Aveiro. Portugal's Venice isn't trying to be Venice, it's got its own rhythm. Aveiro's canals are crossed by colorful molicero boats, once used for seaweed harvesting, now gliding tourists past Art Nouveau buildings in pastel shades. Stroll the palm-lined streets, and you'll spot tiled facades so intricate they feel like open-air galleries. The town's sweet signature? Ovos molch, a custardy egg yolk treat wrapped in delicate rice paper shells, best enjoyed while people watching along the main canal. Rent a bike and follow the Ecopista de Vuga, a cycling path that takes you through salt pans where flamingos sometimes stop by. Aveiro is calm, yet buzzing with local life, and it's one of those places where you end up doing just one more lap around the center before leaving. It's small, walkable, and utterly photogenic. Perfect for a half-day detour that somehow turns into a full-day love affair. Number 6. Madeira. Nicknamed the Island of Eternal Spring, Madeira is where mountains rise straight from the Atlantic, draped in green so vivid it looks photoshopped. Funchal, the capital, is charming with its markets and cable cars, but the real magic is in the island's trails. Hike the levadas, ancient irrigation channels that wind through laurel forests and open up to jaw-dropping cliffs. Flower gardens bloom year-round, and the ocean is never far from view. For adrenaline, try canyoning down waterfalls or drive the hairpin roads to the island's wild northern coast. And here's a must-do. Sunrise at Pico do Arriero, where you're literally above the clouds, watching them turn gold. Madeira feels like a slice of paradise that hasn't been overrun, offering both tranquility and adventure in the same day. Number 5. Porto. Porto is the kind of city that grabs you with color. The Ribeira district, a UNESCO site, is a patchwork of narrow lanes, laundry fluttering from balconies, and buildings dressed in azulejo tiles. Cross the Dom Luís of Ferdinand Bridge for sweeping river views, then head into one of the historic port wine cellars in Vila Nova de Gaia. It's not just about sipping. The tours tell the story of a city shaped by its river and trade. Food lovers, brace yourselves. Porto's francesinha sandwich is a calorie-laden hug you won't regret. By evening, the city glows, street lamps reflecting on the Douro, music spilling from tiny bars, and locals chatting over glasses of ruby port. Porto doesn't just show you its history, it invites you to toast it. Number 4. Tavira. In the eastern Algarve, Tavira is a softer kind of coastal escape. The town spreads along the Hilão River, its skyline dotted with church bell towers and its heart linked by an elegant Roman bridge. Cobbled streets wind past whitewashed houses with wrought iron balconies, leading to hidden courtyards where you can linger over grilled sardines. But Tavira's real treasure lies just offshore, Ilha de Tavira, a serene island beach you can reach by boat. No high-rise hotels, no blaring nightlife, just endless sand and the hush of waves. There's a lingering Moorish influence in the architecture, giving the town a distinct character that feels worlds away from the busier resorts. Tavira is for travelers who want to slow down, savor fresh seafood, and let the tide set the pace of their days. Number 3. Coimbra. Coimbra breathes history. Home to one of the world's oldest universities, the city wears its academic pride in its steep streets and scholarly cafes. Climb to the university's Baroque library where centuries-old books are guarded by, no joke, a colony of bats that keep the insects away. The city's fado music is different from Lisbon's, more haunting, sung by male voices, echoing through ancient courtyards. Between lectures and legends, Coimbra's student traditions spill into the streets during Queima das Fitas, a week-long celebration marking the end of the academic year. Down by the Mondego River, life feels gentler, perfect for an afternoon stroll or a riverside espresso. Coimbra isn't just a stop between Porto and Lisbon. It's a living museum of learning, music, and youthful energy wrapped in a centuries-old shell. Number 2. The Azores. Drop a pin in the middle of the Atlantic, and you might land in the Azores, a 9-island volcanic wonderland that feels like nature's private playground. On São Miguel, twin crater lakes shimmer in shades of green and blue at Sete Cidades, while geothermal hot springs bubble in Furnas. Whale watching here isn't a lucky break, it's a regular Tuesday. Hike up volcanic peaks, wander through tea plantations, or swim in natural lava pools carved by the ocean. Each island has its own personality, from Pico's dramatic cone to Terceira's colorful towns. And the best part? The Azores still feel off the beaten path, offering unfiltered landscapes and a pace that lets you breathe. It's the kind of place you'll start planning a return to before you've even left. Number 1. Lisbon. Lisbon is a city built on 7 hills and countless viewpoints. Hop on a yellow tram through the Alfama district, where tiled facades and laundry lines tell stories older than your grandparents. From hilltop Miradouros, the Tagus River stretches out like a silver ribbon, and the Atlantic whispers just beyond. By day, explore the Belém Tower, Jerónimos Monastery, and the buzzing time-out market. By night, let the soulful strains of fado guide you to a tucked-away tavern where dinner lingers into the small hours. Lisbon balances old-world charm with a creative pulse. You'll find street art around the corner from centuries-old churches and tech startups sharing blocks with family-run bakeries. It's a capital that feels intimate, like it's saving its best moments for those who stay long enough to notice. Portugal isn't just a trip. It's a collection of moments you'll replay long after you're home. Which of these spots makes your bucket list? Drop it in the comments, and maybe I'll see you there. And don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.